Hello everyone, here is Sharkmobile Tech. It's been a while since we last met. It's been a whole half year since my last video upload. In my last video, I created the world's first iPhone 14 Pro with a USB-C port, and I'm grateful for your support and the coverage by major tech news platforms. In the previous video, I mentioned that I now only need one cable to charge all my Apple devices, except for the Airpods, which still use the traditional Lightning port. However, there have been rumors recently that the new Airpods charging case will use a USB-C port and is likely to be launched alongside the iPhone 15 series at this year's fall event. So this time, I've taken the initiative to modify the Airpods charging case to USB-C. Now that all my Apple devices have used the C port, I can finally throw Lightning into the trash. Next, please see how I can perfectly change the charging case of this Airpods into the C port. First, the initial step is to remove the outer shell of the Airpods case. The Airpods outer shell is notoriously difficult to disassemble, with a repairability score of 0, according to the well-known teardown website iFixit. Using a heated mat, I softened the glue inside by heating it to 90 degrees Celsius before attempting the disassembly. Even at 90 degrees, it was still a challenging process. After disassembly, I removed the connector board that needed modification. Unlike the iPhone 14 Pro modification, I needed to reduce the size this time. I trimmed and cut the connector board and the ends of the USB-C connector to fit properly. Then I proceeded with the elegant soldering process, first soldering the USB-C board. And then handling the wires on the Airpods. After completing the soldering, I conducted a charging test, which showed that the USB-C port was working correctly, solving the charging issue. Next, I needed to figure out how to secure the modified USB-C port, so I designed a new USB-C port securing bracket. With the 3D printer's support, I quickly obtained the final prototype of the securing bracket. It aligned perfectly with the USB-C port, and the screw holes matched the original ones. You can see that the tail plug is just centered and the screw holes are just right for the round holes. Once the final model has been finalized, it can be machined with CNC alignment. Welding reinforcement measurements after machining. However, during welding and reinforcement testing, I encountered a setback. Aluminum naturally forms an oxide layer in the air, which is very stable. Soldering it with just a soldering iron proved to be difficult. I tried using specialized flux and soldering wire, but it still wasn't secure. So, I had to start over and ordered a stainless steel USB-C port securing bracket from New Zealand, which took 2 to 3 weeks to arrive. But just in the nick of time, Ziki came to the rescue. He quickly arranged an expedited delivery. I was able to securely attach the USB-C port securing bracket without any issues. This time it worked flawlessly. Charge test is fine. And then you put them all back together and you're done. Charging and connection test after assembly. Looking ahead, I predict that the next generation of Airpods will indeed use a USB-C port. Compared to the traditional Lightning port, USB-C offers better compatibility and convenience for users. With most of Apple's product lineup switching to USB-C in the second half of this year, we won't need to carry a separate Lightning cable when we go out. That wraps up this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.